All right, tonight I'm going back to the 94 Winston Cup season. Quick look at the points. I'm currently in third. I'm 73 points behind the leader, Rusty Wallace, 6 points behind second place, Ernie Irvin, and 54 points in front of Dale Earnhardt in fourth. I got 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s, completed 3,093 laps so far. That is only 8 laps behind Rusty Wallace, who's completed pretty much every single lap. Looking pretty good right now. All right, I'm making a few changes. So this race is at Talladega, and I was kind of surprised in all my testing and practicing. I was having this issue where when it was cloudy, for some reason the engine was over revving, and eventually it would blow up on like lap 15 to 20. I don't know why it's doing that because it didn't do that in my 92 season. I ran one race in the cloudy and it wasn't an issue, but for some reason it's an issue now. So I'm changing the probability of cloud cover to 1, which means there's a 100% chance there's going to be no clouds. It's going to be a clear race. And that will take care of that problem. That's just for this race, though, or probably at the second Talladega race, too. But all the other races, I'll go back to the chance of cloudiness. The other thing is there's this issue where the AI cars will have a tire or suspension failure. And when they do, they don't like gradually slow down and then move to the inside line. They just slam on the brakes, and it's completely unnatural, and there's no way for a human to avoid it. It's bad at other tracks, but at Talladega and Daytona especially, when it's the fourth place guy and he just suddenly slams on the brakes, and then everyone just slams on the brakes, and then I just plow into the back of everyone. It's a disaster. And unfortunately, here there was in all my practices, I was keeping track. It's about a 75 to 80% chance that it would happen between lap 2 and lap 6. So pretty much you get to lap 3, someone does it, there's a wreck, and the rest of the race, 185 laps, I would have to be driving around with a broken car. So I don't want that issue to happen. So I changed the probability of a suspension problem and tire problem, and then a suspension failure and tire failure to 0. And then I took the probabilities of those and evenly dispersed them into the other failure chances and engine problem chances and stuff. So there's a greater chance that someone's going to blow an engine, but less chance that someone's just going to stop on the track out of nowhere. I think that will at least give me an opportunity to get past lap 6 without any major problems. So that should take care of that issue. There still may be a car that blows its engine, but at least when they blow engines, like smoke comes out the back and they slow down gradually and they move to the inside. So there's at least an opportunity to avoid them. With those tire and suspension failures, you're basically just screwed. All right, so this is Talladega. 100% is 188 laps. There were 42 cars in this race, so 41 AI and me. I'm using AI Line Mod Superspeedway AI, which is fantastic, and it makes the race run a lot more like a 90s restrictor plate race. So I'm doing it at 94%. Realistic, all boxes checked. And even though this says realistic, I already know we're guaranteed a clear race. I made a couple of changes to the default setups. Ooh, very cold. It's clear, but very cold. My qualifying setup is the expert setup, just with more grill tape added. And that usually helps me qualify a little bit better. I'll probably still qualify between like 25th and 35th, something like that. But at least move me up a couple of rows for the start. And then the fast setup is just the fast setup, but with higher tire pressures and with more grill tape. The goal there is the expert setup to me is really unstable, and it's hard to get through a full 500 miles there's going to be lap cars and having to hit the brakes for them and stuff like that. With the expert setup, it's really uncomfortable and the car can spin really easily. So I want the stability of the fast setup, but I want the speed and the draftability of the expert setup. And so I kind of made kind of a like an in-between setup, and that's the one I'm going to be using. I also have the modded EXE files, so there's 22 gallons of fuel. The AI cars are going to start lapping on lap 57, and I can make it right about to lap 59. So there's going to have to be at least 3 pit stops in this race. The game comes with a 13-gallon fuel cell because there was this dumb rule change in 2002, but this EXE makes it to where we're back to the 22-gallon fuel cell. And I think I just saw Rick Corelli pull off here. If he is in the race, he may be a real hazard because he's not going to be able to keep pace with the rest of the field. And with the AI line mod, Superspeedway AI, the leaders are much better at navigating around lap traffic. With the default AI, they just run right up on the lap car and then slam on the brakes. So it won't be as bad in this race, but it's still an issue. You got to be aware if there's slow cars, if you're coming up to pass slow cars, so you don't run into the back of people. All right, let's qualify. How's the weather? Still 51. That's pretty cold. Here, I mean, it's usually in the 60s. You know, I don't know how they qualify at Talladega nowadays, but back in the 90s, they had single car qualifying, and everyone would run really high on the first 2 laps, and then they'd get right down on the line for their fast lap.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
And being really high like this, it just gave them more time to try and build up momentum before they got in the low line. Once all their momentum was built up on the first 2 laps. I haven't really tested it, so I don't know if it makes it faster in the game, but that's how they did it back in the day. I know at some point they went to group qualifying, kind of like F1. And then they tried to do that at Daytona or Talladega, and nobody went out and posted a lap because no one wanted to be the first car. So I don't know if they still try to do that, or they have some rule to like force people to go out there and qualify. Every time I race here, I kind of wonder about that. I need to look it up. See how they actually do it nowadays. Alright, I'm 30 seconds so far. I do really want to be on the inside line. I don't want to be on the outside.
There's the checkered flag.
29th, that's perfect. That is perfect. All right, I'll be on the inside line. I accelerate a lot faster than the AI, so right when the green flag comes out, I'm going to go low and probably be able to pass maybe 4 cars. Let's see. So Todd Bodine will be right in front of me, Rick Mast in front of him. I may be able to get up to Jeff Burton's bumper by the time we're coming off turn 2. That'll be really good. Then I'll be in this lead group, and won't be at risk of falling out of the draft, because some of these dudes are going to, like, okay, so Rick Corelli is in the race. He's going to fall out of the draft. Same thing with Brad Teague. Those two guys are going to be a hazard. I hope that they at least draft together. Then they're not going so slow when all the leaders catch up to them. And Loy Allen may fall out of the draft. Hensley might. But Ward Burton on up, they should all be able to hang in the group. But at some point, there will be a lead group that pulls away, and Earnhardt and Irvin are so much faster than everyone. If they get in the lead and they got their ratings like set, they'll pull away and stretch the field out, and there will be some gaps in here, or a lot of single file racing back in this area. So I need these guys to get to double file and 3-wide racing in order to keep up. Yeah, I see it's now clear 68, so that's much better. All right, once I get past the first pit stop, then the field will be really spread out, and it'll be much easier to race. But the first like 20 laps, 30 laps, it's going to be a lot of 2-wide, 3-wide racing, and then at that point you got to start watching out for those slow cars and catching them and not running into the back of people as we're trying to get around them. All right, I'm ready to go.
Drivers, start your engines. Okay.
I'm starting 29th, so I got plenty of time to, I just got to get down to pit road speed and then slow down to actually get in my box. If you're the first car or the first pit box, then you got to slow down a lot faster coming off turn 4. But, and I think there's going to be a lot of green flag racing in this race. And they're not going to start pitting until lap 57, so there's still a ways to go. If it goes green flag the whole way, then that last pit stop, the third pit stop, could just be like a splash and go or something. That's the other thing, because we're going 58 laps with this EXE instead of having the 13-gallon fuel cell and only going like 32. I'll be getting 4 tires on every pit stop instead of just alternating lefts and rights like I would with the 22 or with the 13-gallon fuel cell. All the AI get 4 tires, so I'll just get 4 tires with them. All right, right on the green. I should be able to pass a few of these cars. Todd Bodine and Greg Sachs for sure.
These cars in.
And then probably Rick Mast and Nemechek as well.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Not gonna get to Mast.
Outside.
I don't trust the spotters, so I'm probably going to be doing my own spotting here.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside.
All right, I'm double file now.
Clear outside.
Oh, Jeff Burton was coming down on me a little bit there.
Outside.
Don't
Clear
think so,
outside.
Jimmy.
Car outside. Clear.
All right, I'm single file now. I'm just gonna stick to the bottom. I'll get caught back up to these guys in turn 1.
Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Clear. Car outside.
All right, just double
Still
file.
there.
Stay on Nemechek. All right, Brett Bodine is way high.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. Still there. Clear.
All right, now I'm back single file. And it doesn't look like Dale is in the lead, so that should keep the field bunched up a little more here.
Outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear outside. Outside. Clear.
All right, they're 4 wide up there. Alright, some guy's way on the outside. Coming backwards a little bit. I think they're 4 wide right in front of me.
Outside.
Alright, I'm double file.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. Still there.
Alright, I'm not sure who's on my outside, but I
Still
see
there.
the 23 and the 8. There's the
You're on
2
the bottom, 3
and the
wide.
22.
Outside.
Just hug the bottom.
Clear. Outside. Still there. Still there. Still there.
He's just a 22 on the outside. Alright, now the 2. Alright, now I'm 3 wide.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside.
Jimmy. Okay, someone's going down pit road. Is that Morgan Shepherd? See, at least he didn't just slam on the brakes in front of everyone.
Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
Bobby Labonte's getting some good runs going down the back straightaway. Okay, here's the 21 on the apron. Hopefully they don't slow down for him. Okay, good. During pit stops, sometimes they do.
Car outside. Clear. Outside.
Alright, I'm
Still
3
there.
wide
You're
again.
on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside.
Hard to see
You're on
the
the
turn
bottom,
that
3
time.
wide. Outside. Clear outside. Outside.
Alright, Sterling's
Still
on the
there.
outside.
Still there. Clear. Outside.
Mark Martin's way up there in the 3rd lane.
Clear outside. Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. You're on the
little slow down there going into turn 1.
Clear outside.
And they're all bunched up.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside.
Almost hit the apron there.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside. Still there.
Can't see him, but I think there's somebody on my outside. Oh, okay, it's Marlin. Now Rick Mass is on my outside.
Clear outside.
All right, I already see some slow cars up there going into 3. It's probably Rick Corelli.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car outside. Still there.
Bud Strickland kind of forced his way in the middle there.
Clear. Outside.
Oh, these guys are going 4 wide up here.
Clear outside.
Slow down there.
Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car outside.
Ernie Irvin's up in the wall.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car outside. Clear outside.
I think they were 5 wide for a second there.
Outside.
And Ernie ended up in the wall.
Clear. Outside.
All right, we're catching Rick Corelli.
Clear outside.
Looks like we
Car
may catch
outside.
him in turn 2 here.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside.
We're on the
You're
back
bottom,
straightaway.
3 wide, car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside.
All right, I'm gonna stay low, prepare for a slowdown, going into 3.
Still there. Clear outside. Outside.
Oh, Rudd, come on, man.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide.
Give me like no room
Car
there.
outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide.
All right, Earnhardt's in the middle.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside.
Okay, Corelli is up on the outside now.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside.
Or he's kind of in the middle here. And we got another slow car coming. All right, the lead group broke away just a little bit, and it looks like they've caught the slow car.
You're on the bottom,
Just
3 wide, car outside.
Be really
car
careful
outside.
through here.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside.
Got Earnhardt behind me. I can't let him get under me and put me 4 wide in the middle, so
Clear, car outside.
I'm going to block him. Nacarelli's up in the 3rd lane.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. Clear.
I'm okay with letting Earnhardt go, but not if he's going to put me in the middle 4 wide. Okay, it's the 52 car is pretty slow right here.
Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
All right, letting
Car inside.
Earnhardt go.
Still there. Clear inside.
Kind of right in the middle of a gap between the lead group and this second group that's forming behind me because of the slow cars. But I think we're all close enough that we're all still in the draft here. All right, Kyle Petty is catching me. See, I'm so close enough that this front group is towing me along. Even with the little gap. Kyle's trying to make a move to the bottom. I don't think he can do that by himself though. little block on Rusty there.
Still there.
All right, now that I'm in the lead group, I hope we can put a gap on some of those stragglers back there. As they work around the lap cars, we'll knock some people out of the lead draft. And Rusty's definitely faster than me. I'm going to let him go here.
Car inside. Still there. Clear. Inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there. Clear.
Oh, I couldn't quite get in front of Mike Wallace there.
Still there. Clear
Get
inside.
down here. All right, I see another slow car at the end of the straightaway. We'll catch them here in a couple laps. Looks like Mark Martin's in the lead, and he's stretching out the field a little bit, so he's looking pretty good. Earnhardt hasn't been looking as good. He's been stuck in traffic. And all my practices, he'd get in the lead. Well, not all of them, but in a lot of them. He'd get in the lead, and then no one could pass him. But Earnhardt keeps finding himself stuck in the outside lane. All right, catching up to a couple of slow guys. It's like one of them just came out of the pits, so he's going really slow. All right, get ready for a checkup. I think that's the 77.
Car outside.
No, it's the 19.
Still there.
And he's going really, really slow. So he's like down a cylinder or something. He's going to be a hazard the whole rest of the race. All right, now we're catching the other slow car.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. Still there. Clear outside.
All right, this one is the 95. He's in the outside lane.
Car outside.
All right, and there's another car up here running by
Clear.
himself. Hutt almost stuck his nose in there going into turn 3.
Clear.
I figured I had him covered. Then he went for it.
Outside.
All right, looks like this slow car is Ward Burton.
Clear outside. Inside.
Oh man, he's trying to get to the low side. Got kind of stuck on the outside here. All right, I'm double file, but here it gets really tricky because someone could try and get under the guy under me. Okay, I'm back in the bottom. And then it forces me into the 3 wide and I'll be on the outside and not realize it.
Car outside. Still there. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. Clear, car outside. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Still there. Clear outside.
All right, I'm double
Car
file.
outside.
All right, now this group is getting pretty stretched out.
Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Still there.
Okay, there's Loy Allen again. Oh man, that is trouble right there. He's just so off the pace. You know, you don't even get a chance to realize that we're catching up to him, and all of a sudden he's there, slowing everyone
Still
down.
there.
Oh,
You're on the bottom, 3 wide.
that
car
was
outside.
dangerous.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside.
Darrell Waltrip. Yeah, there he goes again. All right, I want to try and let Darrell go here. He's a lot faster than me, and
Outside.
I don't like the way he's sticking his nose under my bumper going into the turn like that. He was making a run, but we were close enough to the turn that I tried to block him, and when I did, it completely messed up the entry to the corner. All right, he's got to run here. I'm going to let him go. 22's coming with him. 42's coming with him.
Clear inside.
98's coming.
Inside. Clear.
Well, I just haven't been able to get by the 31. And it's costing me because the 31 is not quite as fast. Got to go, Ward.
Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
Looks like Harry Gant has now gone a lap down. Looks like the top 4 have pulled away. They got a little gap on this group.
Car outside. Clear outside. Outside.
Someone's blowing up there.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside.
I'm not 3 wide, I don't think. It was Marlin.
Still there.
That's a free spot.
Clear.
It slowed Todd Bodine up a whole bunch.
Still there. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside.
I think I'm
Still
4
there.
wide on the bottom,
You're
I
on the
think.
bottom. 3 wide. Car outside.
Yeah, I'm 4 wide on the bottom.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside. Car outside.
All right, I think I'm back to 3 wide now. And here comes Loy Allen on the bottom.
Car inside.
Please get around him here.
Still there. Clear inside.
Jesus. Loy Allen. I mean, I don't think he's making minimum speed. Now I'm all by myself here. And in that 4 wide mess that I was kind of in, someone was hitting the wall. I think they just got up into it and kind of skid along there for a while. Okay, here comes that group behind me, and they're looking pretty fast. I don't want them going 3 wide.
Car outside.
Putting me in the middle 3 wide.
Clear outside.
Or they were going to put me on the outside 3 wide.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Look how quickly we're catching Jeff Gordon now that I'm in a draft. I wish I could tell my spotter, like, just let me know where Loy Allen is. Give me like a 2-lap warning, like, hey, you're catching up to Loy Allen.
Car outside. Clear outside.
All right, some of these guys are much faster than me. I'd like to let them go, like Rudd here, let him go.
Still there. You're up top, 3 wide, inside.
I wasn't really 3 wide there. Yeah, Greg Sachs was looking under Darrell, but he didn't actually make the move, so I wasn't really 3 wide. All right, now I'm in the middle lane.
Clear, inside. Clear inside. Car inside.
Still in the middle lane.
Still there.
All right, Brett Bodine is coming off pit road, but it's a little early for scheduled pit stops.
Clear inside. Inside. Still there.
All right, still in the middle lane. Schrader is
Still
looking
there.
on Todd Bodine. All right, now I'm in the outside, 3rd lane.
Still there. You're up top, 3 wide. Car inside. You're up top, 3 wide.
Still
Car
3rd
inside.
lane.
You're up top, 3 wide. Inside. Car inside. You're up top, 3 wide.
Oh,
Inside.
scratch the wall just a little bit.
Clear inside. Car inside.
See, I can't trust
You're
that
up top,
spotter,
3
man.
wide. Car inside.
If I was following the spotter, I would have wrecked right there. All right, still in the 3rd lane.
You're up top, 3 wide. Inside. Clear inside. Car inside.
All right, no damage.
Clear inside.
All right, this is actually not too bad of a spot to be in at the back of this group. Pit stops coming up in 5 laps. As long as I can just kind of hang in this draft, it'll be a good spot when we get to the pit stops. Alright, Greg Sachs is up in the wall. I think that as the tires wear, the cars slide around a little. Alright, we should be catching up to Loy Allen here pretty soon. We got 2 slow cars. I believe that is him. Okay, we're catching him right here. Looks like they're going to the low side under him in the tri-oval. Yeah, he's stuck on the outside. Getting a slowdown here.
Inside. Clear inside. Car outside. Still there. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside. Car outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside.
Loy Allen's gonna kill somebody out here, I swear. Alright, I think I'm single file. I don't think there's anyone on my outside here. Derek Hope trying to pass me on the outside. Ain't gonna happen. Okay, couple more guys coming off pit road. They didn't slow down for him, that's good.
Car inside.
Someone's blowing up. Down the back straightaway, he's
Clear
on the
inside.
inside. Bunch of cars slowed down for him though. Just be careful through
Car
here.
inside.
We caught up to Jimmy Means.
Clear inside.
Alright, I'm just going to stay to the outside here because I think people are going to start pitting.
Inside. Clear inside. Inside. Looks like we're running low on fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in. Still there. Inside. Clear inside.
They're going 4 wide right in front of me. I don't really like that. Alright, people are pitting this lap. I'm going to stay high. There's Mike Wallace and Rusty Wallace. I think I'm good to go around again. Yeah, I still got a couple more laps. If it stays green, the longer I push it, the shorter that third and last pit stop is going to be. So it's a little in my favor to stay out as long as I can. All right, I'm going around again. Looks like pretty much everyone's pitting here except Bodine.
We're almost out of fuel.
Yeah,
You're going to have
okay.
to come in for a splash.
All right, I'm going to pit next time. I think the cars that are running around by themselves aren't getting as good a fuel mileage. All right, I'm pitting this time.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. The leader's pitting now.
All right, where's my stall? Here it is. Don't speed.
Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
All right, there's Jeff Gordon.
Car inside.
I'm completely blocking some of these guys. That's okay, it'll get us in the draft with them.
Still there.
All right, I'm 3 wide on the outside.
You're up top, 3 wide, car inside. You're up top, 3 wide,
That spotter is useless.
car inside.
Got to do my own spotting. All right, now I'm just double file.
Still there.
I couldn't get down there behind Kyle.
Clear inside.
All right, I'm going to start counting how many laps it takes to catch Loy Allen, so he's not surprising me. I think I'm catching him right now down the back straightaway here. I don't know what lane he's in. I think that's him on the outside. Okay, now he's in the middle.
Outside.
Oh, now he's trying to get low.
Clear inside.
Come on.
Still there.
Oh man, that really
Clear.
just kind of screwed us here.
Outside. Still there.
All right, well this is lap 63.
Clear.
We'll see how many laps it takes to catch up to him again. Man, we were in a pretty good group there, but that one move just kind of totally messed it up. All right, hopefully these guys will just stay in line. as that group in front catches slow cars, like catches Boy Allen again, hopefully we'll be able to catch up. Or some of them will fall out of their group and join ours. Me, Derek Cope, and Andretti here. Andretti's having a good run. Okay, someone blew up. Hopefully that's Boy Allen. No, it's Jeff Bodine. Okay, there's some guys catching me from behind, and Ken Schrader's in that group. He's pretty fast, so if he can get out front, he'll tow us, hopefully closer to that group in front. I'd like to let him go, but I'd rather he do it on the outside. All right, he's going. I'm gonna give him the bottom here.
Still there. Clear inside.
I just don't want to get put 3 wide on the outside, man. It's dangerous out there. And it kills your momentum being out there too. Ted Musgrave is not cooperating here. We want Schrader in the lead of this group.
Clear outside.
I will help you, Schrader. Make the move. There you go. See, I feel like I just can't suck up in the draft like the AI can. I need him to be racing to catch up to him in the turns. I mean, it's enough that I can hang with him and let him tow me, but I can't really stay right on him. Let's see, okay, I'm making a little progress on him here. Mass is making the move, but he's by himself. I don't think that's going to work. right, we're catching 2 slow cars here. We're gonna catch them right going into the corner. That was dangerous, but Mast was being pretty aggressive, so I gave him the bottom. It's Loy Allen again. Okay, it was 8 laps.
Clear inside. Car outside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. You're in the middle. 3 wide.
Oh,
You're in the middle. 3
heaven's
wide.
sake.
Clear inside. Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear.
That's funny, I didn't recognize it was him. All right, so I should be seeing him again around lap 79. And there's nobody behind me, so I really need to keep my momentum up and catch back up to Derek Cope here. But if they're sniffing the draft of the group in front of them, I think they're going to pull away from me. Okay, this is not a good spot. Yeah, this is not a good spot at all. All right, the next, okay, Earnhardt is way back in 21st, 4 seconds behind me. I think I'm going to end up in that group here pretty soon. How far am I behind the leader? 18 seconds? Okay. And a lap is like 51 seconds. Yeah, 49, 50 seconds. So a 50-second lap. I'm now like 20 seconds back, so I'm still not even half of a lap behind the leader. All right, but I need to make sure I can hang with this group that's coming up behind me now. It's only like 7 cars. Led by Earnhardt. All right, I'm gonna have to block him. To pull a Loy Allen here just to try and slow him down a little bit so I can stay in the draft with him.
Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
Not
clear outside.
Gonna let Mike Wallace get under me here.
Car outside. outside.
Boy, that didn't work out very well. I should have blocked Mike Wallace and stayed in front of him. Killed my momentum
Clear
here.
inside. Inside. Still there. Clear. Car inside.
Don't hit the wall. Don't hit the wall. Just slide. Just slide.
You blew a tire.
And get out of the way. Don't let anyone hit me. No caution for that? No caution for that. How do they not call a caution for that? And I'll tell you, I know exactly what happened there. I was in the middle lane on the outside. I was letting someone go on the inside of me. And then someone went to pass the guy who was passing me, and it put me 3 wide on the outside, and I didn't realize it. And then when I turned down into the corner, I spun myself over the front of someone's hood. Oh gosh, passed me on the inside and the outside. Son of a...
The yellow flag is out. Let's
now
go.
there's a
Race
yellow
back to
for
the
that?
line. Pit road is closed. We got trouble. Entering the trial. Limit 55.
I don't think I should pit.
3,500 in seconds.
I'll go around again and pit under caution. Just stay out of the way here.
Okay, we're under caution. Stay behind
All right.
the 95 car. Oh man, they're showing us a black flag. You're dropping debris out there. We gotta fix it to clear that black flag. Past the 77 car. Past the 77 car.
Should be able to pass the pace car here too. Did I get damage? Yeah. I don't think I hit the wall that hard. I don't know that I have engine damage, just some cosmetic damage. All right, I don't want to lose a lap under caution. Should I just get tires, then get caught up and come back down again to fix the damage? I think that's what I'll do. I should have time to get tires here.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. Past the 77 car. The pace cars in turn 4.
Ugh, I don't know if I will have time to get tires. I think so.
The pace cars entering the tri-oval.
No way. All right,
You won't fix the damage. You
I'm gonna
entered a closed pit. Okay, you've got to go to the end of the longest line.
all right, I'm gonna speed off pit road. Oh my God! Hurry, 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 hurry!
The pace cars
God,
in the
go,
tri-oval.
go, go.
Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. The pace cars exiting the tri-oval.
I missed it. Why did it take up so long to change tires? It took them like 20 seconds. And I turned the damage off, did I not?
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Oh man, they're showing us a black flag. Looks like they called it speeding on pit road. Okay, you've got to go to the end of the longest line. Stay behind the 22 car. Stay on the end of the pacing line. Let him by. Stay behind the 22 car. Stay behind the 75 car. Stay on the end of the pacing line.
I swear
Stay
I
behind
turned
the
damage
26 car.
off.
Stay on the end of the pacing line.
I don't know. I was
Stay
frazzled.
behind the 28 car. Stay on the end of the pacing line.
All right. Well,
Stay
I'm gonna
behind
be.
the 22 car. Stay on the end of the pacing line.
I'm gonna be 2 laps down here. I'd like to get to the.
Let him by.
Yeah, I need to pit again.
Stay behind the 22 car. Stay on the end of the pacing line. Stay behind the 16 car. Stay on the end of the pacing line.
Maybe
Stay
I
behind
didn't
the
turn
28
damage
car.
off
Stay on the end of the pacing line.
because I was ready to go and they held me for another like 5 seconds.
Let him by. Stay behind the 28 car.
All right, I gotta let all these guys go.
Stay behind the 28 car. Pit road is now open. Limits 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. The pace cars in the tri-oval. You can't clear a black flag on a restart. The pace cars exiting the tri-oval.
Wait, oh, I do want.
You're
There.
too far forward. Back up. We're gonna fix that damage.
Okay.
The pace cars in turn 1.
All right, well, take your time now. Maybe a little nervous that he said you can't clear a black flag on the restart. I don't think I should
The
have a
pace
stop and
cars
go.
in turn 2. Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. The pace cars on the back straight.
All right, all right. No big
Okay,
deal.
you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 77 car. Stay on the end of the pacing line.
What lap was that?
We won't fix the damage.
It's about lap 80. I'd love to know what my car looks like right now. As far as I know, it just barely hit the nose of the car right at the start-finish line. So I'm hoping it doesn't have too much damage. Hopefully it's repaired back to normal and I should be good to go. I mean, 2 laps down, but what a mess. I pride myself on my pit road strategy, but that one there just...
We're going green next time by. Stay on the end of the longest line. Stay behind the 77 car on the outside line. Stay on the end of the longest line.
But that situation there, I thought about going or trying to go around another time to get caught up with the pace car, but my car was so beat up, I wasn't really the pace car might have been going faster than me. So I don't know that it would have helped. So I wanted to just get 2 front tires on it, which means you got to change lefts and rights, which should take about 14 seconds, and it ended up taking like 20 seconds. And if it had taken 14, there was a chance I could have sped off pit road and beat the pace car and stayed just 1 lap down. That's what I was trying to do, but it just didn't work out. All right, no big deal. Loy Allen's 7 laps down. Nemechek's 4 laps down. Corelli's 3 laps down. I'm 2 laps down with Gant. Mayfield, Hensley, Labonte. And then 27th and better is on the lead lap. There's still a long way to go. Maybe we can get a big wreck or something. I can gain a bunch of spots. I'm sure there will be some more attrition, so that'll give me some spots. Hopefully I can just hang with these guys if the damage wasn't too bad. But I don't know what the damage looks like, so we'll see. And then after the race, I gotta look at the replay. I know exactly what happened there, but...
The pace car's in.
And of course the spotter was useless in that situation. Alright, here we go.
Green, green, green!
Okay, Loy Allen's on the bottom lane, going really slow.
Still there.
Oh, come on, guys.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. Clear, outside.
All right, Loy Allen's on the outside.
Wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. Still there. Still there. Clear outside.
All right, I'm 3 wide on the outside. 3 wide outside here.
You're up top, 3 wide, car inside. You're up top, 3 wide, car inside. Still there. Clear inside.
See right there, that was the same kind of situation, and the spotter doesn't give you the 3 wide until you're already in the turn.
Outside. Clear outside.
Yeah, okay, so my car is not back to 100%. It's not dreadful, but it's not
Inside.
100%.
Clear inside.
Still way better than Loy Allen's. Hopefully I can kind of hang with these guys, but it's not looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna lose them. Man, if I had just kept it off the wall, I think I would have been okay. But I got just enough damage that it's slowing me down, and I'm not going to be able to hang with them. Let's see. Yeah, there's still 96 to go. Just about to hit halfway. Man, it's hard, man, because at Martinsville or North Wilkesboro or Bristol, or you know, you can make a mistake, get a little damage, and still just get back out there and keep racing. But here, you make a little mistake and get damage, and like your race is over at that point. Then you're just hoping that there'll be an accident or something. It could have been a lot worse. Like, I thought I was gonna back it into the wall, but then it just slid and slid and slid. And then I just got a little damage on the front. But in that scenario, the scary thing is all the AI cars coming who are going to try and get around you while you're stopped sideways on the track. And when they come trying to get around you, a lot of times they'll just completely T-bone you. And then you're out of the race. So at least I'm still in the race. I don't think there's any chance Loy Allen is going to beat me. I'm in 32nd. Looks like I'm already catching Loy Allen to lap him. So if we can get a wreck, if Loy Allen could cause a huge wreck, and then Carby sitting like sideways in the track, and then a whole bunch of other AI just run into him, and we knock like 15 cars out of the race, could still get like a top 15. I don't know, it doesn't look good though. Never give up. Need the points. I'm third in the points championship, so I need every point I can get. And I don't want any DNFs this season, and I'd like to complete the most laps of anyone this season, so God, Loy Allen is still a hazard out here.
Inside.
Looks like Joe Nemechek may be really slow too. Is he behind me? Yeah, okay, I'm already way in front of him. And I'm in front of Corelli. And Dave Marcus, you know, I don't know what happened in that wreck. I think I saw Mike Wallace spinning. Like someone was trying to pit and they wrecked or something. So Dave Marcus is falling way behind. He might have damage. So I may be faster than him. Over the course of the next 90 laps, I may be able to pass him. I mean, it looks like I'm gaining on him. I'm assuming that's him. Yeah, that's Steve Marcus. Let's see if I'm gaining on him. No, he's actually pulling away from me. Yeah. All right, well, it's gonna be a lonely second half of the race, I guess. Just keep going. Hope we get some attrition, or hope someone wrecks, and I can make up some spots. I'm gonna do my best to stay out of the way, which is easier said than done. Can drink tea down the back straightaway. Already out. Shepard. Okay, Shepard was 5th in points, so I'll stay in front of him. think Marlin was in the top 10. Grissom, Darrell, Brad Teague, Ward Burton, and Jeff Bodine. Up front, Lake Speed, Bill Elliott, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin. And what's going on with Earnhardt in this race? That's really surprising for him to be so far back. In my practice sessions, he was usually running in first or second all the time. Not sure what happened to him. Yeah, he's still way back in 20th. I wonder if he got some damage early on or something. Okay, here comes the field. I'm gonna do my best to stay out of the way. I think it's probably smartest to get in the fourth lane up here against the wall and just try and let everyone go. Hopefully they're broken up in some packs, so it won't be too bad. Yeah, it looks like they're all double file right now, so I'll just stay as high as possible.
Here comes the leader. Inside. Still there. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Clear.
Too bad I didn't spin down through the grass. Someone's coming off pit road here. Is that Andretti? But you know, one thing that irks me about this game, there's only 3 things that irk me about this game. The first is there being no warning about cars going on pit road. However, I've gotten pretty good at knowing when people are going to pit and stuff. So as long as I'm paying attention, I'm usually can avoid it. Alright, here comes another group. Just stay as high as possible here. Don't hit me, Jeff. Don't hit me.
You're up top, 3 wide, car inside. You're up top, 3 wide, car inside. You're up top, 3 wide. Clear.
Jeff got really close to me there. That's the concern with doing this. Eventually, I feel like someone's going to hit me. I don't know, maybe I can hang in this group. I'm doubting it, but... Alright, the first thing, cars, there being no warning when cars go on pit road. That's the first thing that irks me about the game. But I've gotten pretty good at avoiding that by paying close attention to when people pit and pit windows and stuff. The second thing that irks me is that suspension tire failure thing, where the cars will just slow down to a stop right in the racing groove and cause a huge mess. That's a pain in the butt. At least at some racetracks like this one. Sometimes it's not too bad because it causes wrecks. And sometimes, I think on some tracks, like if there wasn't something like that causing a wreck, there would be no wrecks at all. Like at Michigan. And then the third thing that irks me is if it's just me spinning, they never throw the caution. That's a pain in the butt. But at the same time, man, I have my ways of being better than the AI by like pit strategy and stuff. Speeding off pit road, you know, when I know I can get away with it. Which I think I did twice at North Wilkesboro. Or no, that was Las Vegas. So that's kind of, I don't know, questionable because the AI wouldn't do that. So it's only fair that that there are things that the AI get away with that I don't. Like getting a caution right there would have helped me a bunch. If I had gotten a caution for that spin, I might have been able to stay on the lead lap. At least till we went green again. All right, 78 to go. Oh, here comes Loy Allen and Joe Nemechek. Why, Joe? Why? Just to take up 2 lanes.
Inside. Clear.
I think this is when drivers in this situation just start contemplating all their life decisions. Like, damn spotter, why didn't he give me a little better warning that I was 3 wide on the outside?
Car inside. Still there. Clear. Car inside. Still there. Clear.
See, I feel like even with a little bit of damage, I should be able to hang with these 4 cars.
Still there. Clear.
But ain't happening. And it looks like Rick Corelli is actually faster than me, so he's catching up to pass me. Glad to be getting done with this race. These restricted play races are the worst races to run in this game. Except maybe Martinsville, because the AI is so bad there. But, I mean, the AI is bad here, too. I mean, trying to avoid Loy Allen in the first half of the race, that was just a mess. Alright, a couple guys catching me. Looks like Brett Bodine.
Car inside. Still there. Clear.
lap 117. This would be a full-length push race here. Rick Corelli's still catching me. I wonder if he's in a group. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's drafting with Mayfield in the 95. Okay. If I could like leech onto that little tandem and hang with Corelli, I could race him for 33rd or 32nd spot. But if they've already lapped me, then they gotta be faster. But I just think, like, I couldn't have gotten that much damage. I should be able to hang with them. And I will race Corelli for 32nd. And they're getting passed by Schrader, and I think those are the leaders. Yeah, they're getting passed by the leaders. Hopefully they don't end up hanging with that pack at all. All right, they're 3 wide behind me.
Here comes the leader. Car inside. Clear inside.
Yeah, now I'm 3 wide on the outside. There goes Corelli right there.
You're up top, 3 wide. You're up top, 3 wide. Inside. You're up top, 3 wide. Car inside. Clear.
All right, come on. If I could just get a little draft here and stay up with Corelli. Corelli's got a little damage on his bumper. He's got more damage than I think I do. Come on. Okay, and here comes Loy Allen. Where is he? Where is he? He's okay, he's on the outside.
Outside.
With Joe Nemechek. Him and Joe Nemechek are staying in a tandem draft
Clear
together.
outside.
See, I'm not that much slower than Corelli. I just need a little help. If I could just get right on his bumper, I think I could hang with him. Especially if he's by himself. I don't know if he... See, him and the 95 are going to hook up here, and they're going to lead me again. And Rusty got hung out behind Loyal, and so he's catching up to me. All right, you want to pass me high, Rusty?
Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
And Jeremy Mayfield is leaving Corelli. Oh, someone just blew up. It's Corelli. All right, well, I get that spot back. All right, here comes another big group.
Inside. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside.
I could add another 5% of grill tape, but at this point I don't think it matters. It might make me a little faster, and water temps are at like 210, so I could probably get away with a little more grill tape since I'm not getting the revs that I was. All right, 56 to go. At this point, everyone could pit and make it the rest of the way. The next pit stop, oh, okay, it's coming up. All right, hopefully I can get maybe some guys trying to pit, getting a big wreck, you know, knock some guys out of the race, get some guys like severely damaged, and I may still have time to make up some positions here. But I need a really big wreck. And that's what caused that first caution. It looked like someone was trying to pit. Someone's coming up behind me. It's like late speed, maybe. Mike Wallace. It's Dave Marcus.
Inside.
Let's see if I can get a tow from him.
Clear inside.
Wait for me, Dave. Yeah, I don't think Dave can pull away from me like everyone else. During the, or at the beginning of this run, at one point I thought I might catch him. Looks like he's towing me around just a little bit. Let's check the lap time. As if it matters. Oh yeah. Gained about 0.8 of a second that lap. I think that was 0.8. Did I read that right? coming up on Loyal and Nemechek again. Yeah, it's bad enough when one of them has like lost a cylinder like that. Then you get two of them, and they keep passing each other. I mean, then they're just a roadblock.
Looks like we're running low on fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
All right. 5 laps.
The leader's pitting now.
Tires look totally fine. I mean, I guess I'll get 4 tires and fuel. It doesn't make any difference. I mean, how far ahead is Bobby Labonte? Am I gaining on Labonte? Let's see, 34.32. He might have just pit. That's why he was so far down. All right, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to get 4 tires and fuel, practice my pit stops. Actually, is that Dave Marcus? I think he pit. Is that him? Or is Marcus? That is Marcus, that blue car up there. That's my drafting partner.
The leader's pitting now.
3 laps.
We're almost out of fuel. You're going to have to come in for a splash.
All right, I might as well, all right, I'm going to go around one more time. Actually, I'm coming in.
Limit 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. Go, go, go! Limit 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
Well, I was going to stay out as long as I could, but there was no one around me, so
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
I just come in so I could stay out of everyone's way. Oh, there's my drafting partner. Dave Marcus is leaving me here.
Here comes the leader.
comes a couple of guys.
Car inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear.
Well, Gant seems to be pretty slow. But not slow enough that I'm going to catch him, I don't think. Yeah, he's basically a lap ahead of me. Did he just pass me? He might have been in that group that just passed me. If he's 50 seconds ahead of me. Or he could be right behind me.
Car inside.
Yeah, okay, here he is. He's right behind me.
Still there. Clear. Car inside.
Alright, well now
Clear
he has a
inside.
lap on me. Can I hang with these two? Did they like repair my car some more or something and now I can hang with these guys? Oh. My car has improved since the last pit stop. I don't know what they did different, but my car is now faster. Alright, here comes a group of guys. Just gonna get out of the way here. Alright, 3 wide on the outside.
3 wide, car inside. You're up top, 3 wide. You're up
2
top,
wide.
3 wide. Still there.
Stretch the wall a little bit. 3
Clear
wide.
inside, inside. You're up top, 3 wide. You're up top, 3 wide, inside. Clear inside.
I was looking in the mirror and almost hit the wall. Okay. In my fiddling with the buttons, did I not ever repair the damage, and that's why I was slower on that last run? Because now I'm hanging with these guys. And I'm faster than Gant.
Car outside. Still there.
And we're catching Loy Allen and Nemechek here in the corner.
Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
All right, and here's Loy Allen again. Boy, he's everywhere. Literally just past him.
Outside. Clear outside. Car outside.
And there's his buddy Nemechek.
Still there.
So I passed him just in time for them to pit so I could pass him again.
Clear outside.
All right, well, my car is definitely running faster now. I'm really curious to watch the race on YouTube and see if it, because I thought I had damage turned off. Then I went on pit road under caution. And then I was fiddling with buttons, trying to get the pit crew to let me go so I could speed off pit road and beat the pace car. And they ended up keeping me on pit road for an extra like 4 seconds for some reason. Maybe it's just Gant that I can hang with, because these guys are all passing me now again. All right, let Elliott go.
Clear.
Let Hamilton go.
Inside. Clear inside.
Or maybe Gant and Hamilton got damage or something when they were pitting under this round of green flag stops. I don't know. My car is definitely faster. Oh, and I've made a position. I'm now in 31st. Oh yeah, that's 3 points right there. I'll remember that at the end of the season. Yeah, so I was fiddling with the buttons whether to have the pit crew fix the damage or not. And I think there's a chance I just never had them fix it. But I don't know. I thought I went back in a second time and they did the whole thing. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I mean, there's a chance I could be racing with Gant for position if I was running this fast on the last run. Ooh, sorry, Bobby. I think I surprised him there. Now Gant's trying to pass me on the inside.
Clear. Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
So, I mean, there's a chance I was fiddling with the button so much that I just never actually had him fix the damage. I don't know. That's weird. I mean, it's not like it would make that big of a difference. I'm not all by myself anymore. Looks like I passed Hut Strickland. He may be stuck on pit road or something. He's still being scored, but he's not on the track.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line.
Oh, they're wrecking in 3 and 4 here. All right, no one behind me. It's Loy Allen.
You got a slow car ahead.
Loy Allen, Todd Bodine, and Ernie Irvin.
Pit road is closed.
Of course it's Loy Allen. He was going to kill somebody, I'm sure. Someone else is damaged right here. Oh, no, that's just Nemechek.
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. Stay behind the 41 car.
All right, so it was Irvin, Loy Allen, and who was the other guy? I don't remember. I wonder if those are spots that I can actually make. I mean, even Ernie Irvin, if he gets repaired and stuff, I don't know that I'll be able to make up like 3 laps in the last 30 laps of the race. Well, I'm going to pit again.
Now open. We can't pit this time by. We're not on the lead lap.
All right, I'll pit next time. No reason not to, I guess. Okay, Todd Bodine and Ernie Irvin are out. That's 2 spots. That's a top 30. It's going to give me another 6 points. Totally worth it. Bummer for Irvin, though. He's running for the championship. There's still time for another big wreck. All right, what lap was that? That was 157. Yeah, see, there's only 27 to go. We're gonna need a big wreck on this restart. Okay, here's something to consider. If I stay where I'm at, I will restart in front of Loy Allen and Joe Nemechek, or actually I'll be right behind Joe Nemechek. If I pit, then I'll be restarting behind both of them. But it doesn't matter. I mean, the next position is a lap ahead of me, so it doesn't matter where I restart. All right, I'm just gonna pit. Might as well. Loy Allen's gonna pit.
Limit 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. The pace cars in the tri-oval. The pace cars exiting the tri-oval.
Feels weird not to pit under caution, even if it doesn't matter.
The pace cars in turn 1. Go, go, go. Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
Yeah, there's Hud Strickland stuck on pit road for some reason.
The pace cars in turn 2.
And I don't see Loy Allen behind me. He's either still repairing his damage or he might have dropped out of the race.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 77 car.
Too bad there weren't more cars involved in that. If I can get a wreck, big wreck on the restart here, I can still make up some more spots.
We're going green next time by. We're now on the lead lap. Get on the inside line. Stay behind the 77 car on the inside line.
I think there's just as about as many cars on the lead lap that are a lap down. Yeah, so it's basically even. All right, well, in that last run, I was able to run with Bill Elliott. I mean, Bill Elliott was definitely faster than me, but I could stay in his draft. But I mean, it literally, it makes no difference right now. My only hope of gaining positions is if there's another big wreck and a couple more people fall out of the race. And Loy Allen is finally out. but Joe Nemechek is still in there, and Hut Strickland in 33rd is stuck on pit road. So there's 30 cars still in the race. And right now it looks like I'm going to finish 29th. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Just whatever. Make the points championship a little more interesting. I was getting a little too close to first place in the championship anyway. It's good I lose some points. Lose a couple spots. And then head into the summer months. Looking forward to Pocono, Dover, Coke 600. The next race is Sears Point. Then the Coke 600, then Dover, then Pocono.
Green, green, green.
All right, Joe Nemechek is, okay, there he is. All right, I'll just move to the outside here.
Still there. Clear inside.
You know, considering that the only way I can gain spots is if there's a big wreck, it would probably be smarter to just let this pack go. In case they do wreck, I don't want to be part of it. But I don't think they're going to wreck. I'll just hang in the back with Harry Gant here. And unfortunately, Harry Gant is a lap ahead of me, so I can't race him for position. Going on in the lead. What lap is it? 22 to go. See, my car is definitely better than it was on that last restart. So I can actually kind of hang with these guys a little bit.
Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Inside.
I think Harry Gant and Bobby Labonte are racing for position here.
Still there. Clear.
Yeah, Bobby Labonte's got a little damage on his rear bumper.
Inside. Still there. Clear.
Coming up on Joe Nemechek. To go. I need a big wreck. I'll help Harry get that position. I think they're racing for 28th. Or no, 27th. It's Harry's farewell tour. I mean, And it's Bobby Labonte's, it's his rookie year. So Bobby Labonte's going to have plenty of opportunities to help Harry get that extra one spot. I'm with you, Harry. I'm pretty sure they're racing for position. All right, what do we got? 11 to go. Rick Mast now in the lead. Looks like Ricky Rudd has the best car. And something happened. Oh, geez, that's Nemechek. Oh, man. I was looking at the standings, didn't realize we were coming up on Nemechek. All right, well, I think Bobby Labonte just fell out of this little group. Looks like maybe the last time they were passing Nemechek, Ken Schrader, there's a big gap in front of him, but he's catching that top group. So the front four are together. Ricky Rudd is definitely the best car out of that top four. And then the second group, led by Schrader, is catching them. Yeah, Schrader's catching them really fast. He's going to catch them by the end of the race. Yeah, still 7 to go. And Earnhardt, after running 20th all day, is now in the top 10. But he's 4 seconds back, so he's not even in the second group with Schrader. He's in the third group. Yeah, now Schrader has totally caught him and is up to third. Schrader's up to second. Hopefully they're not catching up to me. No. I don't think they'll catch us into this little group here.
Just 5 more to go. We got trouble in turn 1. The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. We got trouble in turn 2.
Okay, some people are out.
Stay behind the 33 car.
But I don't know that there's enough laps left for me to gain more spots. It depends on who was involved in this. Who is that? Jimmy Hensley? Can I pass him?
Pit road is closed.
And Ken Schrader is in the lead, and I think it's going to end under caution. How many? 3 laps left? I don't know if anyone got knocked out. Maybe Musgrave and Elliott?
Pit road is now open.
Did anyone get knocked out? I saw black smoke. Okay, Elliott's on pit road. If he's out, there's not going to be enough laps for me to pass him. It looks like Hensley was involved, but he's still running, so I'm not going to pass him. Now there's only 2 to go. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone got knocked out. So I'm going to finish in 29th. And Ken Schrader is going to win it. In theory. Oh, someone did get knocked out. Who is that, Spencer? Is this the white flag? Yeah, I still don't think there's enough laps for me to pass him. Yeah, this is a white flag. I'd still need like 2 more laps. Yeah, I'm not going to pass him.
White flag, 1 more lap to go.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm going to finish 29th. You know, I'm really curious to see the replay on YouTube, because I don't know if I ever got that damage fixed until the green flag pit stop. And if I messed that up, then that definitely cost me. Because if I had gotten that right, I think I would be only 4 laps down, if not just 3 laps down. And I would be passing Spencer right now and probably in front of Gant and Labonte, because I'm faster than both of them. Oh, someone else just blew up, but yeah, it's too late. Who's that? Is that Nemechek? Yeah, it's Nemechek. Okay, so, but I'm already in front of him, so that's not going to help me. Someone is pitting as we come down to the checkered flag. Don't know who that is. Is that Mark Martin? Why is Mark Martin pitting? He did that in a bush race in real life once at Bristol, and it cost him a win. Why did Mark Martin pit there? That just cost him a bunch of spots. Now he's going to finish 14th.
All right, there's
Wow.
the checkered flag. Bring it on home and let's get the heck out of here.
And he was in like 4th or 3rd. Why did he do that? Well, Mark Martin just cost himself 10 spots on the last lap under caution. Yeah, I just couldn't. I think Spencer is 4 laps down. So if I had been 4 laps down, I would have passed him. And there's Nemechek out with an engine. So, and Hud Strickland's been stuck on pit road for 39 laps. So I think I get the award for, forget what that award was called, like the Hard Charger Award or something, for being the last car in the race. Like the last position to actually finish. And there goes Mark Martin. Why did he pit? That makes no sense. That just cost him like 60 points. No, maybe like 40. That was dumb. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that the spin and then my what buttons I was pressing when I was on pit road and stuff because I think I may have just made it worse and turned damage repair off, but I'll look in the replay too here and see if I can tell that I had damage and when it was repaired.
Limits 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
Whoa, 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 okay. Where's my pit stall? Did I? Oh, okay, here we are. All right. Export 09 Talladega. Save 09 Talladega. All right, so Ken Schrader wins it. Rudd was leading at the end there, but Ken Schrader, that second group that Ken Schrader was in front of, eventually caught him and passed him. Earnhardt finishes 9th after he had a horrible race. He was in like 20th the whole time, which really surprised me. I would have expected him to be leading most of the race. And I come home 29th. All right, so let's see where I messed this race up. I think it was on about lap 80. Or right around halfway. No, not 180. 80. Oh, okay, I had scratches on the side there. All right, let's see here. Okay. Cruising along, I get stuck behind Derek Cope. I'm double file on the outside, so I'm in the middle lane. And someone, okay, Bobby Labonte gets under me. And then Brett Bodine right there. He gets under Bobby Labonte, and now I'm in the third lane on the outside and don't realize it. I think I'm still in the middle lane. And this happened in my practices, and so I've been watching out for it the whole first 78 laps, and it happened a few times, and I noticed it. Right now I'm 3 wide. The spotter's not saying anything helpful to me, and I think I'm in the middle, and I'm not. So then it's just lazy slide, and I just barely. So where did I get damage? I get damage right there. With the 22 hitting me in the side as I'm spinning. Right there. That's where I get some scratches on the side. My tires go flat. And I just nose it off the wall, but it doesn't look like there's any damage on the nose. Let's see, could I have kept that off the wall? Right there, it turned into the wall. I don't know. And then I was like, man, just get out of the way. So I got on the apron so that the cars behind me didn't come piling into me. Those guys there. All right, so then I got two flat front tires. I go around. And no caution, by the way. So I'm sitting here frustrated that there's no caution, because if there had been a caution, I could have stayed on the lead lap. But there's no caution. I come around, and then right here, there's a wreck. Why did Schrader go below me there? I don't know. He just tried to take evasive action going to the apron. I guess it worked for him. And then someone in here wrecked as I was coming to pit road. Okay, it was the 90. What happened to these guys? Okay, so Bobby Hamilton and the 90 are slowing down to avoid me. And when the 90 slows down, Derek Cope's trying to go around him on the outside, and they make contact right there. But it didn't look like Mike Wallace got any damage, and neither did Derek Cope. He has a few scratches on the side. All right, so that's how I eventually get my caution that they should have thrown when I spun right at the start-finish line. Okay, if I would have pit here, if I would have pit right here, the leaders would have come around and they would have lapped me for sure. So I think it was the right thing once the caution came out to get back on the track. Even though I was going very slowly, because I knew if I went full speed into the turns, I would just go head on into the wall. So I'm trying to get caught up and stuff. I passed the pace car. But I'm not going very fast. I get on pit road. How fast is the pace car going? Like 70? Yeah, they're going 70. All right, they put the right sides on. And at this point, I'm just trying to get 4 tires and then go so that I can speed and beat the pace car to the start-finish line and get out and keep that lap. But it took them forever. And then it was too late. All right, I want to see how long this pit stop was. Okay, there I'm stopped. Where's the... is there like... oh, 112.06. Look, right there. Oh, it's like they... it's like back in the day when they couldn't get the jack under the car. And everyone had to push it, and they would put that little wedge under there to get it up just high enough to get the jack under it. I think, because that looked really slow right there. Right there. See, he's putting it under so slow. What was the time I said? 112.05? 112.06 about. And same thing. Look how slowly the jack guy is putting the jack under there. Yeah, see, that pit stop took 20 seconds. It should have only taken 14. So that cost me. By the time I got out of my pit stall, these guys were all past me. And so then, even if I sped off, I wasn't... the pace car had already passed start finish, so it didn't matter. Alright, so then I still have damage. So I'm going to come in again. But he's saying, you know, you got to be the last car on the lead lap, or last car in line, because I had already gotten a black flag. Alright, then I come in this time. And, yeah, okay, so here's how I screwed this up. First, I realize that I'm getting tires, and I'm like, wait a second, I didn't want to get tires, I just wanted to fix the damage. So then I'm messing with the buttons. Then I think I was past the pit stall, so yeah, I had to go into reverse. Reversed it into my stall, then stopped. Look how fast the jack man threw the jack under the car. So that I had no idea about. Apparently, if you've got 2 flat tires, the jack man is going to take forever to put the jack under the car. I had no idea that that's how that worked in this game. But compared to that first pit stop, the second I finally stopped, he just slid the jack right under there. But anyway, then it's too late. I'm already getting tires, so I'm like, whatever. They put tires on this side. And then I'm just stopped there. Yeah, so they're there fixing damage. Okay. So they fix damage. How does my car look on that side? Yeah, it looks back to normal. It looks good on the right, and it looks good on the left. So my car should have been fine. Yeah, I don't see any damage at all anymore. So how come I was so slow on this restart and in the second on this run? I don't know. Let's see here. Okay, here I'm running all by myself because I'm so slow. The throttle is all the way. I don't know. For some reason on this run, I just wasn't up to speed. And the damage had been fixed. Alright, so moving on. Okay, and this is the restart here. Yeah, okay, that's where I was coming off pit road. Or was it? Hold on a second here. What's going on? When did I pit the next time? Right there. Alright, so this is the green flag stop. The car looks fine on the left. It looks fine in the back. It looks fine in the front. It looks fine on the right. So they didn't fix any damage here. And then I get going. And then for some reason after that pit stop, my car was a lot faster. I don't know. Alright, let's see some wrecks. So Ernie Irvin eventually wrecked here pretty soon. Oh, okay, it must be right here. Yeah, he wrecked with Todd Bodine. And they're coming up on Loy Allen. Yeah, and it just becomes a mess. Todd Bodine just hits Loy Allen. And they wreck. So that knocked them out of the race. And then, no, I'm not. 76. And then we went green. My car is still much better than it was on that one run. Okay, and then we had another caution. And I think Jimmy Spencer was in this one. Right, yeah, this was the one Jimmy was in. Yeah, okay. Let's see what happens to him. Yeah, this time it was Nemechek. Yeah, okay, Jeff Gordon just runs right into the back of Nemechek here. Right there. And Spencer nails the wall. That was the black smoke I saw. So I knew someone was knocked out, but there were only And then Jimmy Hensley hits him right there, and him and Derek Cope get in the wall. But those two were fine. And that was it. And then it finished under caution. Yeah. I don't know. I'll be honest. I hate restricted play racing. I don't like it. I'd much rather run at Bristol or Charlotte or Darlington. With the default AI, it's really easy. And my two races in my 92 season, I won one of them and finished second in the other. But rightly so, with AI Line Mod Superspeedway package, it's a lot more challenging. There's a lot more passing and stuff going on, and a lot more like people getting runs on me, and then me getting runs on other people, and then Loy Allen and Joe Nemechek were just complete hazards, and they don't get out of the way. So I mean, this was lap 78 when I made this mistake. I should have been knocked out of the race like 20 different times before this even happened. I'm kind of disappointed in this because that had happened to me in practice, so I knew to watch out for it, and I was doing a really good job of watching out for it, and then right then I just didn't see it coming. Yeah. Oh well. So I finished 29th. All right. I exported. I saved. Done. Schrader wins it. Let's look at the points. Cup 94. This is February 2nd, 2020. Nah. 02/02 2026. Talladega. Number 9. Save. Close. Move that here. Talladega results. Import. Talladega. I had 3 black flags. 2 of those on purpose. One of them just dropping debris. And I don't think I led any laps either. No. Okay. Save. Close. Export. 94 Cup season points. Right. All right. Let's see where I'm at here. All right. I've only lost 1 spot. I lost 1 spot to Ernie Irvin, but I lost a lot of more points to Rusty Wallace. Now 144 behind, and Rusty Wallace has got quite a lead now, 136 points. 2 points behind Irvin. So Irvin's the only one who passed me. Or no, Irvin was already past me. Earnhardt passed me and Irvin. Yeah, I figure it would be these 3 running for the championship. But Ken Schrader's right there too. I'm only 2 behind Irvin. Schrader's only 8 behind me. Then Labonte, Rudd, Shepard, Speed, Musgrave, Kyle Petty, Darrell Waltrip. Yeah, and it's a lot tighter on back from there. There's Mark Martin in 14th, Jeff Gordon in 15th. 9 races, 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s, 0 DNFs. I want to make sure I'm not having any DNFs. Um, and I've completed 3,276 laps. I'm now 13 laps behind Rusty Wallace, who also doesn't have any DNFs. Ted Musgrave doesn't have any DNFs. He's at 3270. I'm at 3276. Okay, so I'm in front of Ted Musgrave in laps completed, and I've still only led 20 laps. All right, well, I'm glad that I got to have a couple bad races to keep the points interesting. All right, let's take a look at the real race. So this this was a classic race, crazy '90s Talladega race. The most famous video from this race was Mark Martin. He finished 38th. He had this. There was a crash in the tri-oval. He had an in-car camera, and his car like got turned to where the throttle was stuck, and it was heading, and it just missed the pit road as you come off pit road, and there was a big gap in the wall. And so he went through the gap. He hit this guardrail, just to demolish the guardrail, and then eventually hit this berm and flew up into this chain link fence that was protecting the spectators. So no one got hurt, thankfully. But that video, man, ESPN would show that video at every Talladega race for the rest of the 90s. I saw that video hundreds of times, even though I never saw this race until recently when it was put up on YouTube, or more recently. But that wreck, that was the big story of this one. Also, at the beginning of the race, Jeff Bodine finished 41st. He only finished 76 laps. At the beginning of the race, he says that he crashed in turn 3 because he cut a tire because people were throwing beer cans from the stands onto the track. I don't know what it is about Talladega, but if there's ever a race where beer cans end up on the track, it's Talladega. They just got that reputation. I remember Jeff Gordon won a race, I don't know, in the early 2000s, and the whole track was just covered in beer cans. And then when that happened, and Jeff Bodine said that people were throwing stuff on the track, um, Benny Parsons said, because he was commentating, he said that someone once threw a beer can and it went straight through his windshield back in like probably the 70s or 80s. Pretty crazy that people would do that, but I don't know. I went to Talladega once and I never saw anyone throw any beer cans or anything on the track. Um, but they just have that reputation of being a rowdy crew. So that's how Jeff Bodine got knocked out of the race. Um, yeah, and then eventually Dale Earnhardt won it. Ernie Irvan second. Those two neck and neck for the championship. Michael Waltrip had a good run. It's my man Spencer. Okay, that's the other story of this race. Spencer just blatantly, I don't think he did it on purpose, but he totally misjudged how big his car was, and he hit Terry Labonte and caused the second big wreck of the race. Knocked a whole bunch of cars out. Yeah, where's Terry Labonte? He finished 32nd. So yeah, this crash on lap 112, it was right on a restart. They may have gone like one lap after the restart, and Jimmy Spencer just spun Terry Labonte, and it was in front of the whole field. So then a whole bunch of people got taken out in it. That one was completely Jimmy Spencer's fault, without question. Um, so that was the two big wrecks, and then the beer can throwing incident with Jeff Bodine. But other than that, I mean, Dale Earnhardt, another win at Talladega, pretty typical back then. And still, lots of people not making races. Ward Burton didn't make this one. Rich Bickle in the 9 Melling car, he didn't make it. I don't think Horton, Sauter, Cowart, Petty, or Sanders, I don't think those guys were running full time. But it was pretty typical for, in the beginning of the 94 season that people were having trouble making races, especially at short tracks where only 36 people started. Yeah, here's the 7, the incident with the 7 with the beer can. Here's the wreck where Mark Martin had that famous onboard footage of him flying into the chain link fence. And by the way, I read his book, and I'm pretty sure it was in his book that he said that that was the scariest wreck he was ever in, because as he was heading towards that little guardrail, he was going to hit it to where only the driver's side was going to hit the guardrail and the passenger side wasn't. And he thought that the guardrail was going to come up through the floorboard and like cut him in half, basically. But thankfully, the car just nailed that guardrail and it just totally folded. So he just ran through it basically. And then this big wreck caused by Jimmy Spencer, and then a spin from the 52, which I guess was Jimmy Means, or was someone else driving it? Brad Teague, maybe? No, Kirk Shelmerdine was driving it. All right, and after this race, Ernie Irvan in the lead by 25 points. And then pretty far back to third place, Mark Martin, 227 points back. So it's basically a two-man race, it's looking like, at this point in the season. All right. Well, if anyone checks out that race, thanks so much for checking it out. I'm looking forward to being done with Talladega. I'm looking forward to going to the next race, which is at Sears Point. Those road courses are a lot of fun. All right, that's it for this one.